Yes, Michael.
Hi, Ricky.
You right?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. So you've come down in your E30 sleeper, should we call it?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really stock from the outside. Obviously, everybody's seen the title.
Yes.
They would have seen some crazy power figure. So what's actually been done
Okay,
to
so
this car?
it was a 318 auto, had 115 horsepower. What I've done is taken the engine and gearbox out of an E39 540, so 97 pre-Vanos, and put it in. Put a big diff in from an E28 M535, gas shocks, custom springs, polyburst, H&R anti-roll bars, and then obviously in addition to the engine itself, there's the supercharger, which is the key to the power.
What supercharger did you go with?
So that is it's the S VT2 kit that's designed for the E39. Needs a bit of adjusting to fit into the E30 engine bay. The engine itself is tight enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is the engine built?
Yes, it's been rebuilt, so it's now sleeved. It's got CP pistons, MLS gaskets. I've kept the same compression ratio, same capacity. I just wanted it rebuilt strong, which it is, and it's nice and reliable.
And what PSI is the supercharger?
It only gives out 7 PSI. You could obviously underdrive it with a smaller pulley, but I've kept it at that for the minute because I'm happy with how it provides the power.
And what power is it actually running?
It's now running just shy of 490.
Okay.
But in theory, and that's at 6.5 for a safe sort of red line. Took it up to 7, you're at 500 quite easily. If you did get some more PSI, you know, another 50 horsepower quite easily without even doubling the PSI.
Okay. And what's the weight of the car?
It is the low 13s, 1320 or so. So 1400 with me. Yeah, it's not bad. Being a touring and everything that's in it, it's not the lightest E30, and I've kept the whole interior, electric windows, electric sunroof, everything. So it's
So how does it deal with its power?
reasonably well. On a dry day, forget first anyway, but second you might get a bit wheel spin with the tyres I've got at the minute, which are these Hancocks.
Right.
If I've got my Kumo V70s on, which is the same width, 225 50 15 at the back, they've got much better tread. They've got narrower sipes, so they give much better contact. Okay. In which case, it put it all down fine.
And you say you've done the suspension. What about brakes?
Brakes at the front is a WMS 4-pot 300mm kit through the E30 zone. That's the biggest size front brakes you can fit under standard 15 BBSs. Okay.
And these are, sorry to cut you, they're factory.
Those are the original, what you'd get on anything from a 316 up to 325.
That's crazy. Sorry, go on, carry on.
That's all right. So yeah, the front brakes are uprated. The back brakes are standard, but they've got all round. I've got Frodo DS2500 pads, and obviously decent brake fluids, braided lines. But they work really well. On a track day at the Nürburgring last year, no fade. Really good.
Or anything?
No, they made the wheels very hot. I had some a little bit of wispy smoke, but no, they work really well.
Wow.
Really well.
It just looks so factory. Like no one would have a clue that this was running these kind of mods. Like obviously it's a sleeper. These projects normally take a while, don't they?
Yes, this has taken a long time.
Yeah.
Allowing for everything, it was a good 5 years.
5 years, That's not that bad. Like
no,
some people, I mean, it's a long time, but I mean, I've heard people say a lot longer.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's very true.
But is there been a lot of messing about and stuff?
Yeah, there's been a bit of messing about. A few things had to be done twice, and the engine blowing up is a good thing in a way because I now have a really strong engine, but I could have done it. I could have had it happen differently.
Sorry, you said it blew up, didn't you?
It did. Yeah. It blew a piston royally on the rolling road, and before it blew the piston, it was only making 320 something, which is about what one without supercharger would make. So we knew something wasn't right, but now it's all good.
Yeah, with the supercharger kits, like you said, because they run low PSI, they don't really change the power that much, do they?
No, and the way this one works, it just gives you
extra power, basically.
Yeah, it's very much. It basically just makes the engine feel like a bigger version of what it is. So it doesn't give you a whack of torque.
Yeah, it's not
low
like
down.
turbos.
It just builds up. Other superchargers, different types, will give you more grunt low down. Some people put the Jag type supercharger on these, and that gives you a lot more torque more instantly. But I knew I didn't need that on this.
Yeah. No traction control.
Nope.
No stability. No
ABS.
Nothing.
No.
And gearbox.
Yeah, so that is still the standard 6-speed box out of the E39 donor car.
Yeah.
And all the differences between the gearbox and the engine is I've got a performance clutch and lightweight flywheel.
So what actually made you go with a 540i engine then?
Affordability of the donor car at the time. The fact that, yeah, I could have bought obviously an M5 V8 and put that in, had 400 horsepower straight away, maybe supercharged it, but that's really complicated. This sort of fitted the bill. I didn't want to have the most powerful E30, obviously, because I could have done a completely different thing that way. I just wanted to keep it BMW, have it supercharged, and just, yeah.
Interior, you say you got some retrimming done there as well with the seats. Sorry, these ain't even E30 seats, you said?
No, they look exactly the same as the Recaro seats you get in an E30.
Yeah.
All it is, they happen to be out of an E28 M535, and that's because they were very cheap second-hand compared to E30 ones, and they've been retrimmed, but they were so fresh they've not had any foam replacement or anything. They're exactly as they are.
And they look brand new.
They do, don't they?
Looks
They look
brand
nice.
new
Well, yeah. The more you look, the more you'll see that it's not. But it's genuine. It's kind of honest. It is a 30-year-old car near enough.
Mate, it looks very, very clean.
And there's a black headlining as well.
Okay.
Because the old one was
sunroof as well.
And a sunroof, yeah.
What do you reckon? This may be the only giveaway?
Well, kinda. Although, don't you think it could get away with being a 325i?
Actually, yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, you're right. You're
It
right.
needs
Yeah,
to-
because
the
they stick
325
out like that,
yeah,
don't
they do. They should be a bit more angled. They're really angled with it. But it's kind of, if I put 325i badge on it, it's at the carpet, you go, yeah, okay, that's a 325i. So at the front, you've got completely custom manifolds, and there's Catex ceramic coated to keep some of the heat out of the engine bay and get it out. And then from the manifolds back is there's a lovely company up in Walsall called Myriad Exhausts, and they did the system, stainless steel, 2.5. It's got an X pipe. I've got a picture I can show you. And the change from the Myriad exhaust from the original exhaust gave me only 7 horsepower, but gave me 35 pound-foot of torque.
Oh wow!
And it just transformed it for normal driving. I wouldn't say on a track day I'd notice it particularly, but normal drive and that extra torque that comes in sooner is lovely, really nice. Yeah. And the note is nicer. It's now more.
What's it like? Is it loud, or is it?
It's still loud, yeah. But the bassy idle is what I really like. That's what I always wanted. That's the whole V8 thing to me, is to have that waffle going on. And then chassis-wise, in the back, I just went for a strut brace that's triangulated down to the diff mounting. Obviously, if it was a proper track car, you'd have a roll cage and it'd be stripped out. So this is just a small concession. The front, some people still manage to get a strut brace over the front towers, but I haven't. Again, because it's not my track day weapon, I'm not too worried. But that I thought was quite a nice touch. It looks kind of like it should be there. It doesn't affect the boot or anything else.
So should we head out?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Let's do this. So, E30, you've got these boost gauges and stuff down there as well.
Yeah, that's just, it is a temperature gauge, but I haven't put it in the engine, it's just the engine bay, randomly. That is your lambda, air fuel ratio. Okay. And then this one gives me oil pressure, oil temperature, which are the two things I really wanted.
Right.
And obviously voltage comes with it, and water temperature's handy. Then also, it's an Emerald ECU, being really well mapped, and it doesn't use a lot of the sensors that the standard BMW engine would use. Okay. So that's that was 40%, I'd say, in second.
That was
and then you can just sort of do what you want with it.
Then it's a V8, isn't it?
V8, yeah.
Oh my days!
See, I don't know this road, so I know right now. This is the main.
Yeah. What the hell? The low down torque is mental, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's say we go second 30 up there. Just about.
Oh my god.
It doesn't mind revs either, does it?
That is so fun, you know that? It is all about the built cars, isn't it?
But it's just sort of, we're going 6.
You can feel that it's a light car, can't you?
You can, yeah. So you get bit of boom, but I'm not using much throttle, and I can accelerate. Just sort of starts picking up.
And the brakes felt good as well when you stopped on it.
Exactly.
And it's just under 500 brake then, yeah? Do you know what the torque is? That's
430.
430?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you can really feel that. And it's quite nice having the bumps, like you said.
Yeah, it's alright.
I can't believe we're in an E30 going this fast.
Yeah. So it pops the button setting on that. That's your map switch.
Okay.
Or turn it off.
Oh, you can turn the pops
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I've got 3 settings. Normal pops and performance, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Pops and bangs, and then I've got a rev limiter setting, which I never use.
Yeah, no, it feels like very controllable, the power. Throttle seems very sharp.
It is. Yeah. I'm obviously a little excited, let's say, so you know. But you can be super smooth. Like on the track, it's lovely.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're doing.
Is this your daily drive or is this something just?
I could, because my work is my van, isn't it? I don't need a daily, but I could commute in it, couldn't I?
How long has it been running, these mods?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. And the steering is. It's not quick like some modern cars, but you get the feel for it. That's a Nardi steering wheel I picked up fairly cheap.
Okay.
I think it's about the same size as an M-Tech small sort of wheel.
Yeah.
I just quite like it. You can take that off and expose it to the metal, which looks quite nice.
Yeah.
We'll try a little start. I'll show you. I'll do it in a second.
Yeah.
Because first is pointless. See?
Second gear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Left some 11s there, which is nice. Brakes.
Wow. Yeah.
Bit of smoke.
No ABS.
No ABS. But again, it's quite a firm pedal, and when it locks, you can modulate it nicely.
Yeah. What's fuel range like?
It's a small tank, so I will get, generally speaking, 240, 250 on a tank.
Miles per gallon?
Ranges from 23 for a round trip to Germany to 30 if I drive it nicely with a bit of a blat every now and then.
Is that accurate though, or is that?
No, that's me working it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's third. We could take off.
Mate, this is very good over the bumps. It does feel like it's got a lot of grip, man.
Nearly 30-year-old car, and it's not rattling much. Stuff works.
Is there any extra precautions because of the supercharger kit?
No, not really, because this supercharger kit uses its own oil feed, which is a good thing, and it's very easy. There's 2 bolts. One is the filling up hole, and the other bolt is a dipstick, so you can check the level and the colour. Yes, that's easy. So no, it's nothing too tricky on it, really.
How much money have you spent? You ain't got to answer it, but it's been a lot of money, I suppose.
Yeah. In parts alone, it's over 20.
In parts?
Because the supercharger was 5.5, 6 grand. The interior is over 1,000, re-trimming and this and the other.
Yeah.
Then you've got wheels, you've got tyres, you've got the engine rebuild.
Yeah.
That was 4.5. Plus a few little extras because loads of stuff got done.
Yeah.
It all adds up.
And off camera, you said you paid how much for this car?
700.
It's 700 quid.
Yeah.
Is that a full
700 for the E30, yeah, with loads of history. 700 quid for an 89,000 mile E30 touring, and then what did I pay? 2 for a 100,000 mile 540 6-speed.
This car's actually up for sale, right?
It is, yeah.
So
I've come to the end of what I think I can do with it. Also, family and work situation means that I really need to not be modifying for a bit. I can take a break from that, and I think it'd be good for somebody else to enjoy doing whatever they want with this. Whether they wanted to strip it out, whether they wanted to get a bit more power in it, or just enjoy as it is. you know, it's a good.
Mate, this is perfect for somebody.
Good all-rounder. So you can just sort of open it up, and then at sort of 4, it's definitely off, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. Michael's a fucking nutter.
And
He looks all calm and subtle from the outside, but yeah, Michael's on it. Is that alarm there? Or?
No, that is the cooling fan. Just with the cooling fans on.
Okay. Wow, what a throw! That is real sharp, isn't it?
But there's quite a lot of travel.
Yeah.
It's just every bit does something,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Especially
yeah, no,
first and
literally,
second.
yeah. Wow, the torque is crazy, man. I feel privileged to be driving this right now. Oh, wow, look at that. 'Cause there's no weight, it just turns into it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the brakes, firm pedal.
Yeah. Not overly
Not
sensitive,
resistant.
like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can actually put your weight on it, can't you?
Yeah.
This is sick. You know what, guys, man, I've really got to build something like this. Like, it's not gonna be yet, but I can't wait to do it, man. Wow, the sensitivity.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it turns in as well.
Yeah, you sort of feel it around the corners.
Yeah,
Type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So sick, man.
But easy to drive.
Yeah. And from the outside, no one's got a clue. Like, obviously, it's a little loud, isn't it? But
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose the new owner could do a bimodal exhaust type thing, couldn't they? So it's switchable. That might be one way round.
Wow.
The speedo doesn't lie. It's not that far off. It doesn't exaggerate that much compared to GPS. It's pretty good.
That turning's nice. That is very accurate. You know that?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good rack, polybrushed, decent anti-roll bars, decent suspension. Tyres are the 500 is quite hard sidewall, so probably it's just all together it works.
Yeah.
And E30 is always turning well. Yeah.
Wow, man.
The revs just go, don't they?
Yeah, and it's just like we're in a 30-year-old car.
Yeah, with a lot of power.
So composed.
On 15s. 225s, just 225s. 225 isn't a wide tyre.
The seats are very comfortable. The wheels are a little big, but obviously you've kept it all OEM.
Yeah. Exactly.
But the turning is amazing. It really doesn't feel like we're driving an old car. I mean, for example, when I drove the R32 down these roads, this car's dealing with the bumps way better. You feel like you could really hammer this car around. Third gear, look at this, man. Like,
effortless.
there's no
and you're not waiting for it either.
It really does move. Like the speeder, like you said, the speeder's not lying, man.
No, exactly.
Throttle is so accurate. You've got to be precise with it, haven't you?
Yeah.
You can feel it as you get up to speed. It becomes it wanders a little tiny bit more, doesn't it?
Yep.
6 gears, yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Amazing. I can't believe just how easy this car is to drive. This road is really bad.
It's pretty horrid.
Honestly.
And you're not having to do much with the wheel.
Yeah.
You know, it's not it doesn't follow cambers particularly.
Nah, yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing about having little turf fives on the front.
That's guys going to end the video there. Michael, thank you so much for letting me drive your car. If anyone's actually interested in purchasing it, I'll leave the link in the description. You got an email address? No social media or?
No, sorry, a bit old fashioned like that.
It's all good. But yeah, guys, as always, if you did enjoy it, remember to smash the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.